my God. I need this coffee. Hello one and all, welcome to Seen Through Glass. As you can tell, I haven't quite woken up yet. I feel like it's been about 3 months since the Abarth has been on the channel, so welcome back, Abarthy. But I still love this car so much, and it has been working hard behind the scenes. In fact, this morning I have just ticked over 6,000 miles in this car. Now, I don't know if that's good or not. I've owned it since, when was it? October, November last year. The McLaren, the 540C, has done 7,000 miles. This is supposed to be my daily. This is supposed to be the one that I use more, yet the McLaren has done more miles. That doesn't quite equate. So today, I'm doing a bit of a garage update, letting you know what's going on with the two cars, where they've been, what the plans are for them in the coming months. First off though, I need to drink that coffee. Right, so where has the Abarth actually been? Well, a few of you may remember that a while ago now, some absolute douchebags broke into it. I was attending the Range Rover Velar launch, came back and found my back window had been smashed in and my laptop had been stolen. So that was great. Anyway, because the car is relatively rare, I mean this of course, the record edition, there's only 133 of them, but that's a bit of a marketing gimmick. The Biposto in general is quite a rare car. None of this sort of windscreen replacement repair companies could find the glass, so they had to order it in from Fiat directly. So that took a while. The car was out of action for about 3 weeks, and I think that's when some of you started to say, like, what's happened to the Abarth? Where's the Abarth? But it was just parked up actually at my parents' undercover, waiting for the glass to get replaced. As soon as the glass had been replaced, it's been back being my daily ever since. And I do just adore this little car. I haven't made too many videos on it because I didn't really see a huge reason to make too many videos on it. I've been lucky enough to be doing some pretty amazing trips the last few months, with top marks down in Monaco, the North Coast 500 with the Supercar Driver guys, the 488 trip, and there just wasn't really a need to film any updates on the Abarth until now, because really have to watch out for those, because today is an exciting day. Not only have I ticked over 6,000 miles, which means it is time for the Abarth's first service, but I've also been sent, am I going to be able to get them whilst driving, some racing harnesses. Oh yeah, because I want to make this car even less usable on a daily basis. So I'm headed to Dub Customs to get them installed. The other reason I'm headed to Dub Customs is that's where my McLaren 540C is. It's always pretty good, this car, on fuel. It's got such a tiny tank, it's really cheap to fill up, but it doesn't go very far. Especially in London, the MPG is bad. I reckon like 250 miles to a tank, but about 30 quid, so bargain basement. So now that the 695 is back in action on the channel, I have got so many plans for it. Amazingly, I've got some awesome trips coming up in other cars, not even the McLaren. But I really want to take the 695 on a road trip, on a proper European road trip. That brief experience I had with a Biposto in, where was it, Switzerland, when I did the Abarth 124 snow driving, was such an eye-opener, and I was like, oh, I really need to take my car to a proper twisty mountain road. So that is definitely something I want to do. I 1,000,000% want to do some more track days. I did all my track days at the beginning of the year when it was kind of like cold and rainy, and even though it's June and it's still cold and rainy, it's supposedly summer. So I think I definitely want to try and book in some more track days. I'm not sure what else, but I just adore this little thing. It's got so much character and brings a smile to my face every time I walk up to it. So yes, big plans coming for the Biposto. Anyway, let's crack on, get to Dub Customs and find out what the hell's going on with the 540C. And here we go, I have made it to Dub. It has been far too long car is now parked up. I'll be coming back to the Abarth to look at the racing harnesses, but first of all, I want to head inside and find the 540. So the car has been here at Dub since the North Coast 500 trip with Supercar Driver, where it got absolutely used and abused. I don't know why that trip to Scotland just ruined this car as much as it did, but realistically it was all cosmetic things that just needed a little bit of TLC, tender love and care, which the guys at Dub, along with Stu from F1 Wax, have been doing the last couple of weeks. The windscreen, which took a battering courtesy of a Lamborghini Aventador, still needs replacing, so I'm waiting for the windscreen repair company to replace that windscreen. It's probably going to be another 3 or 4 days. But otherwise, the rest of the car is now looking sparkly clean once again. I think I'm going to take it for a quick drive because the battery is a little bit low. We haven't been doing it on a trickle charge, so I thought I might as well go for a bit of a hoon, put some petrol in it and charge up the battery, potentially take it to lunch with Tony, because I think Tony's coming by. Anyway, in the meantime, it's good to just see the car once again in the flesh, looking so damn fine. Right, whilst I'm waiting for Tony to show up, I'm going to try and fit these harnesses to the Abarth. First off, I need to put a jumper on because it's got quite windy. Wish me luck. Can I borrow one of you? Help! So I have no idea what I'm doing. Right. But I think, well, I'm trying to attach these. So look, the first one I've got on there is a bolt. It's a 4-point harness. Yeah. The other two I think I've strapped on correctly. But this one, which has the clasp and stuff, it doesn't go in because there's the actual seatbelt. Sure. So I don't know whether we have to unscrew the
actual base. Yeah. Obviously, there's the release for it.
Because look, you can screw these in like that. You can screw those in, but they're sort of bolted in, and I don't know if I'm then going to get constant warning signs on the dash saying that the seatbelt's not in. Right, I think we might have to wait for another occasion to get these harnesses fitted. Also, it says Luke all over them. I might get that covered up, but it will look cool. Right, I think I'm gonna get the McLaren out. Oy, oy, oy. Oh yes, 7 days left on the battery. That is not good. And low on fuel, very low on fuel. God, I've really left this poor car well alone. Sorry, car. Sorry that I was with a Ferrari. I'm sorry. Oh, it is good to be back in this car though. There's the windows up. It's cold and it's windy and it's noisy. But yeah, you know what? That week with the 488 was such an amazing experience. But I was excited to get back to the 540 because I still love this car. I still think it's the best car available for the price bracket I was looking at. When you're in it, it's such a little go-kart. The issue that I think I've got is that I honestly don't know what my next sort of trip or adventure is with this car. I've got some amazing things planned for like the next 3 to 4 months, but none of them involve this car. And that does upset me. So I think I need to have a plan of when I can get out and use this, because if I'm really honest, I don't enjoy driving it in London. I just don't. It stresses me out. And that's where the Abarth comes into its own. So I don't tend to use this car that much in London, which is kind of why the miles have flown up as much as they have. The only time I've used this car is on big trips. So yeah, we're at 7,000 miles. Well, actually 6,978. Very nearly 7,000 miles. Oh, big bump. That's what I mean. Sometimes this car just like, oh no. But yeah, that is the downside. When am I next going to go on a huge trip with this car? Because that's what it's for. I mean, I want to take it on proper cruises. Anyway, let's go get some fuel, put it in sport mode, and remind myself just why I bought a 540C. Look who's here!
Hello.
Tony's turned up. We've just been eating some caramelised nuts from France, actually.
They're really nice.
Yeah, really good on them. Anyway, we're going to go and grab some lunch. So I've decided to bring the 540 to charge up the battery and give it a bit of a run in because I haven't touched this car since North Coast 500.
It's the first time I've been
Sat
in
at
it.
Dub.
I've never been in this car, ever.
You're joking?
In the passenger seat, it's the first time I've driven in this car.
Welcome.
Hello.
What have we been doing with our lives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's better.
So harsh. But yeah, I mean, the car's just been sitting there. I'm going to go drive today, and I got to drop it back at Dub to fix the windscreen.
Mate, it's a massive crack.
And I'm off on a trip next week. I'm not going to drive this car till July,
Really?
August. Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? I feel like I'm really neglecting it. You want to drive it? Yeah. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, we're going to go for lunch. And yeah, that was a good segment, wasn't it? I'm glad I filmed that. Yeah.
Waste of time.